Hi. Okay, I am recovering from a cold, so apologies if I sound a little bit nasally. But I have something that I want to share with you today. Happy Memorial Day for those in the US. I have just gotten back from a trip to Hawaii. I am back in New York now, feeling the vibes, although it's like quite rainy today, but it's like humid and yummy. I just like love summer. But I have two very exciting things to share. So you may or may not have seen that I have launched a Secret Money membership. And I am so excited about this space because it gives you a low ticket, high luxury way to work with me inside of my world on a continuous basis so that you can really focus on all things sales, content, money, energetics, human psyche work, scaling your human, all the different things that go into you really growing your business to the size that you desire for it to be. And you may have seen me share that I have an offer right now called Content to Cash. Content to Cash is starting June 3rd, and it is going to be a 14-day experience. I'm actually teaching it through very potent content drops in Telegram because I intentionally want to give you like the Cliff's Notes version of really removing the content traps from your content that are keeping your audience from buying from you daily, and most importantly, activating the cash to content creation codes that lead to daily sales. So what exactly does that mean? And in 1 second, I will tell you why I'm bringing that up in relation to the Secret Money membership. So what that means is we are in an era, right, where like there's lots of us, right? There are lots of us doing the quote unquote same thing. And this is not a problem. Like this is how industries work. This is how business works, right? And your ability to create very quick influence with your audience, meaning you go from someone who's being inspirational, who's nice to plug into sometimes, yada, 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 who's liked, to being someone who is actually making sales daily. This is going to come down to the potency of your content. And so much of the reason that I've been able to grow my business to near $3 million cash since 2020 has been through my focus, not just on any content, not just on being consistent, because to be honest with you, being consistent in your business does not really matter if you don't have the strategy in place for your content for it to convert to sales. You will sort of start feeling like it's Groundhog's Day where you were just like posting, right? And like hoping people buy. Like we don't have time for that, right? So something that I have been very strong at is creating what I call instant influence. And instant influence is the ability to take the topic that you are selling, right, and not have to spend weeks, months, like gaining trust with your audience, but really being able to showcase you as an influential human who is not only perceived as inspirational, but as someone to pay in the now, right? And so I have a very specific framework for how to create instant influence content so that you can start making sales faster, right? It's not just about making sales. It's not just about making money in your business. Part of growing a business is being able to reduce that amount of time that it takes for people to buy from you, right? And to have them see you as the quote unquote authority that they desire to pay very quickly, right? This is part of building momentum. This is part of ease in business because you want to be able to show up, and the vibe is you show up and get paid, not like you show up and hopefully get paid, right? That's a very fast way to make yourself very tired in your company. So I will be showcasing to you how to create instant influence content. And remember, this is not going to be about, I always say whenever I'm teaching a method or a framework, it's not about like, oh my God, now I need to like do it like Jocelyn. It's about understanding the key things that you want to have in place to create the same result, right? And so I will be showcasing to you how to create instant influence content, how to uncover the thought leadership in your brand that is actually making your brand sticky to money and clients, and how to create your it factor content, because your it factor is something that absolutely like cannot be replaced, cannot be replicated. It is so core to who you are, to your frequency, to how you think, to how you move, that it explodes your sales for you, right? Because you're in a human-based business, right? We're buying from people. We're not just buying a product that's like, okay, cool, teach me how to do this, move on. You're building a personal brand. So an enormous part, and people think personal brand means that like you have to show up and share everything that is going on in your life, everything that you're moving through, yada, 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 like film all activities. And like, that's not it, right? You're not an influencer. You are building a personal brand, but you don't have to do it like that. Like that can be one way, but a lot of you like don't want to do that, right? And you don't actually want to be on social media all day long. So it becomes required of us to share every single thing, every single life update, to be known, when we don't actually know how to just identify and leverage our it factor so that all of this can move a lot faster and you don't have to spend your whole day on social media, right? And it's like knowing your secret sauce about yourself that makes people, and about your brand, that actually makes people desire to move, that makes them desire to not just learn a topic, but to learn it from you. So I will be teaching you this over 14 days in Content to Cash. So you can purchase Content to Cash separately. However, I have also made the decision to now include it in the Secret Money membership. And previously it was not included and it was only available for purchase separately. But something that is super cool that we are going to be doing. So basically, I am opening up the Secret Money membership with Content to Cash, meaning when you join Content to Cash, you will have access to our chat, which I have not opened yet, but I'm opening for our start date on Content to Cash on June 3rd of the Secret Money membership, which means you are going to have access to behind the scenes exclusive trainings that are separate from Content to Cash, but are there in place to help you grow your business and anchor the frequency of being a woman or a human who makes a lot more money than you're making today, right? So I have taken some of the trainings that I created for the Revolution, my kind of like membership mastermind, and I'm including them in the Secret Money membership for you to have access to for the duration that Content to Cash is live. So the Secret Money membership is incredible because it gives you access to my full content library in terms of masterclasses and activations, everything that I have ever created. You are automatically enrolled for all new masterclasses and activations that I create. And if you've been in a masterclass with me, you know they are truly like full programs in themselves. And so if you desire to join us through the Secret Money membership, you will already have access to over $2,500 worth of trainings were you to purchase them all separately. We have the 10K month method. We have 1 milli. We have scale that shows you how I 100K months. We have the glitch in the matrix, which shows you how to be the person who creates the unimaginable and makes it standard. And I also show you how I more than doubled the size of my business from 400K cash in a year to 900K cash in a year. Then you have 1 milli, which shows you how I strategically created $1 million in a year. We have the art of effortless sales. Like we have all the topics when it comes to strategy, energetics, and the human psyche work that really support you in scaling Relax Millions. And what's so cool about receiving this in masterclass version is, I don't know about you, but like sometimes I don't want to be in long training. Sometimes I just want like the quick and dirty. And I love like to receive the energetics and to receive the strategy, but you are busy, you are building a business. And something I've always loved about teaching master classes and about being part of them as well is you get a really potent punch, right? And so with the Secret Money membership, you get access to it all. And not only that, we have a quarterly hot seat coaching call. So and our first one is coming up in June, which I'm going to do right after I teach Content to Cash. And that's amazing because my eyes will be directly on your business. You will receive personalized mentorship. And you get to do this all for $55 a month, which is just incredible. But I'm really excited to bring this opportunity to you. And I'm really excited for all of you who are already in. And not only that, we do have a Telegram mastermind chat. And that is where I drop in my behind the scenes riffs, where I very much share kind of like what I'm working on in my business, what I'm changing in my business, what I'm evolving in my business, why the shifts that I'm seeing in the industry, because clearly there have been some, and what to do about them. I share mini trainings that are relevant to basically whatever I am in launch with now. And it's a very like up close and personal seat next to my brain and my wisdom and my knowledge around how to scale millions, basically in a feminine business where you are not like overly trading time for money. You are not feeling trapped in a niche, which we also have the art of being paid to exist in the Secret Money membership, one of my favorite topics, right? Where you are feeling really full in your business and very energized, but very importantly, scaling a business that is going to be set up to work for you for the different phases of your life. Because I have seen this come up now more than ever, especially given the number of people who started their businesses at the same time, which is basically like around that 2020 era, right? And it was one thing when it was COVID and everybody was at home and we couldn't go anywhere and we had nothing else to do. So being online all the time wasn't exactly tiring. It gave you something to do. Now, everybody wants to go live their life. Everybody wants to go live their life, right? And I like living my life too. When I was in Hawaii for the past 10 days, I was also in California, like I wanted to spend time with my family. I wanted to create those core memories with my niece and nephew. I had no desire to be online 24/7, and I didn't feel that pressure of like, oh, if I don't be in my business around the clock, I don't get paid, right? And so I still made money every day. Thousands of dollars still came in. Why? One, because of the way that I've set my business up to support me. And then two, because of the energetics that I carry. Well, three reasons. The energetics that I carry on, like I expect to make money continuously. And this is so important because no strategy is going to land for you if you don't have that internal solidity and that internal frequency to where like you're getting paid, right? And it's just like the end, because it's no fun to be on vacation, to be out living your life, to be out doing these things if behind the scenes you're also like anxious about making money in your business. This is not a freedom-based business. I actually shared a post yesterday, and a lot of people only take freedom in the business to the point of like, well, I'm a little more free than I was in a corporate job, but now you're like, instead of being at a desk and like chained to someone else's business, you're chained to yours, and we stop there. Like that ain't it, right? You have to build a business that not only feels good to you today, but it's going to feel good to you 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. What does that look like? You want to be able to do the things in life you want to do, to travel, to have kids, if you desire to have kids, to be focused on relationships with your family, to be focused on your romantic relationships, to be spending time with your friends. It's summer to just be out living your life. If you cannot do all of those things the way that you want to do them and still make the money that you desire to make with the business model and with the energetics around receiving that you have today, then like we have a problem, right? And we want to resolve that so that you can be someone who builds a business that lasts for you, lasts with you, that supports you through all life seasons. I always say, and I've been saying this since the very beginning of my business, life feeds the business. Business is not supposed to drive your life, right? You need to create a business that is conducive to the lifestyle that you desire to live. And you do not need to play under that limitation that so many play under, where it's like, okay, well, I'll make a little less money so I can live a little bit more in life. And it's like, why is this a trade-off? Like the whole point of you starting the business to begin with was for you to have a limitless life, for you to have limitless impact, for you to receive limitless income, right? But then we're told, because we grew up in a culture of like sacrifice. You can have this, but you can't have that, right? That like you can't actually have it all. You can't actually have the health that you want to have, the love life that you want to have, the friendships you want to have, the travel you want to have, the home you want to have, all the things. You can't have all the things and make all the money that you want, right? But you pick that up from the matrix. That's not real. So therefore, we have to course correct the path that many of you are headed down, which is going to be to burnout or one day not desiring this business because it's not scaled to come with you. So I am a big proponent of scaling the business to come with you. And so that is the lens that I teach business from. And then also to collapse time, right? Because the frequency that we carry very much matters. Because the truth be told is like, well, if all these people are learning the same quote unquote strategies, why are they not all getting the same results? If all these women are showing up consistently, where's the money, right? A lot of that is an inside job. But it's also the fact, especially when it comes to content, you cannot just copy paste a framework and expect it to work. And this is why you see so often, right, someone else is teaching something how to do it this one way. She's making $1 gazillion, and then the people trying to learn it from her stop. Why? Because you actually have to understand the buying psychology of what you're doing, because you aren't going to be copy pasting somebody else's business. We're going to borrow things from other people's businesses. We are going to learn frameworks so that we have a structure for creation, which is very supportive of us. But you need to understand the why behind all of it. You need to understand the why behind all the pieces of the framework. You actually have to know how to apply it to you, right? And this is why having a very clear grip on your thought leadership, because that's what takes you from speaking to a niche to speaking specifically to a human who wants the work exactly how you deliver it and wants the perspectives and the embodiment and the wisdom exactly how you have it, right? These are two different things. And a lot of people, speaking to a niche is just like, I help women scale to 5-figure months. I help you manifest the relationship of your dreams. It's all these like I help statements, and it's like all very broad. And we are in an era of specificity. We are in an era where mastery is required to make money. Not only mastery of your skill set, offer creation, offer strategy, offer stacking, sales, marketing, all the different things, but also of your ability to communicate your mastery so that people see you as the one and you are not under the limitation of thinking like, oh my God, my audience isn't big enough. I need more time in the game. Like this drama, that drama, all these things don't matter. They do not matter. The vanity metrics are not real. Time gets to be collapsed at any moment. It is so important not to play under these limitations. I did not make time mean anything when I started my company. I went from $0 months. I never even had a $0 month. My second month was a $13K cash month to $30K cash months in 6 months, right? And I've made millions of dollars since, because I did not play under the limitation that things take a long time, that my audience size matters. I had under 2,000 people. They were all friends and family. I had been posting like interior design content. I switched the conversation. It did not matter, right? I was able to expand my visibility because of my thought leadership. So I was invited on all of these like incredible podcasts and had great exposure, and people wanted to bring me onto their platforms because I really deeply had something to say that went beyond I help women scale businesses to 5-figure months. Like you, me, and everybody else under the sun. Obviously now I have clients doing much bigger than 5-figure months, but you get the point, right? And so what I see so often that is missing, which is exactly why I'm teaching content to cash, is the stickiness of the thought leadership. Like quite frankly, for most people it's boring, and that's why it's not working. And it's not because you're boring, it's because we haven't actually gone through the exercise of bringing that oomph to what it is so that you can really effortlessly grow a brand and not just be known for a topic, but be known for the way that you do that topic and be known for your wisdom around that topic, which I guarantee already lives inside of you, because every time I have a conversation with a client and she's not really sure like how to anchor this, because I'm always saying we need thought leadership for the brand and then also for each of our offers, and she talks to me about her business, she talks to me about the offer that we're discussing. Now every time I'm like, okay, boom, that's it. Let's language it like this because this is sexy and this is hot, and that always leads to more money. I have seen it work every single time, right? But like we have to understand how to create it and how to get there. When you don't know your it factor, you kind of show up on the internet like Sally the Internet Marketer. Not because you don't have an it factor, but because we haven't actually uncovered it and brought it into your brand, right? When you don't know how to create instant influence, you feel like you're just kind of like trudging along, and it's a little bit like Groundhog's Day, and when are we going to start making more money? Because you're speaking like everybody else is speaking, right? And like I said, I will teach you the framework for creating instant influence. It's actually very easy, but most people aren't doing it. This is how I've collapsed time so much through my content. This is how I'm paid daily through my content, and it is so easy. So if you would like to join us in the Secret Money membership, you are now automatically enrolled in Content to Cash. If you've already purchased the Secret Money membership and then you also purchase content to cash separately, then we will refund you for content to cash because you're already in the Secret Money membership. And the Secret Money membership is just unbelievable. Like I said, when you join, you are going to get access to over $2,500 worth of trainings. You will be included in all live masterclasses, activations, etc. that I do for the next year. You are also going to get access to exclusive behind-the-scenes trainings that I have only shared with the women inside the Revolution. If you're in the Revolution, you already get access to the Secret Money membership, and you're going to have those to dive into as well, while I'm also teaching content to cash. And then if you just decide to join content to cash, you'll get the exclusive trainings as well, but you will not get the whole library of masterclasses and all those things. You will have to join the Secret Money membership directly for that. And what's very cool is you can join for your first payment of only $55. It is $55 a month. There is savings on pay in full, and your official start date for being part of the membership will not be until we start content to cash on June 3rd. So you will have bonus time in the space as well. So I am excited for this space. There has never been an opportunity in my world to learn from me continuously and to have access to me in a low ticket capacity. But I know how many of you love my work, love the podcast, and would actually desire like a long-term way to play. Perhaps you're not ready for the other investments. Perhaps you just want this type of investment specifically and to have access to these trainings that are more like 1 hour, 2 hours versus, for example, the entire program suite, which would be available to you through the Revolution. The Revolution also has more frequent calls, and we also run masterminds in the Revolution. But at any time in the Secret Money membership, if you're like, actually, I desire to upgrade to the Revolution, you can take what would have been like your year's payments for the Secret Money membership, apply them to the Revolution. You will also get special pricing on all the other offers in my world by being part of this membership. It is just going to be such an incredible experience. I'm so excited that I'm offering content to cash inside of it, because I realized that like I really wanted a content offer inside the Secret Money membership itself. Of course, I have How to Shit on the Internet, which is going to be coming after content to cash. And How to Shit on the Internet is a bigger program. It is the deep dive on all of the topics that support you in creating captivating, activating, influential content to drive daily sales. It is live now. You're also able to join that. You'll have full access to round 1. Content to cash is included in it, so you're bonused in. And then I have new content coming for round 2. And we'll also be doing live Q&A calls so that you can bring your content to me, and my eyes can be like directly on your business, because it's so helpful to actually like get the support with the application. And then I'm also going to be showing you, not just like teaching you the concepts, but also showing you how to apply them effectively to your social media, to your lives, to your free masterclasses, to your podcast if you have one, to your emails, across the board. Because it's one thing to create the content or to understand the concepts, but then like how are we applying it in motion? So How to Shit on the Internet, if you want more of that, like, okay, cool, I'd like opportunities for Q&A, I want more support with application, right, and to take the concepts that I'm teaching in content to cash even deeper, then How to Shit on the Internet is the place to come do that. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. Content to Cash is kicking off June 3rd. That will also be the first official day of the Secret Money membership. If you'd like to join, if you'd like to join the money membership, again, it's $55 a month, or just see the details, like some of you are visual, that's totally fine. Just shoot me a DM that says money. If you still prefer to join content to cash separately, just shoot me a DM that says content to cash. And again, when you join, you'll still be included in our mastermind chat for Secret Money, and you will have access to some behind the scenes trainings, but you will not have access to the full vault of masterclasses, etc., unless you decide to officially join us inside the membership. So send me a DM if you have any questions. I love you so much, and thank you for being here today.